Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to our Warlords Battlecry 3 Ironman 100% playthrough. Let's take a look at the current state of our hero. We're doing pretty well. This episode, we're gonna be making some more main campaign progress. For that, we're gonna have to go to Khazdul, but I'm gonna get warmed up by doing a quick joust. I forgot that I'd left myself over there in the Sundered Isle. I think I was demonstrating something about the thing that I was trying last episode, which didn't end up working, the Dark Elf farming strategy. But it was fun nonetheless, and we got a good amount of kills from it anyway. So I'm not upset about it. I'm pretty happy, all things considered. This episode we will be doing like I said, some main quest progress, for which we'll have to go to Khazdul. But before that, I will do an off-screen kill grinding session. And, you know, I'll just do it the old-fashioned way with the barbarians. No reason to mess with what's working just fine. Like, you know, don't... If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I think is what some people say. And that is very much the lesson we learned last episode. Now, it was a nice quick joust. The game didn't make us wait too long for our victory, so let's just soak in the applause.
You are victorious.
Of course we're victorious. And, ooh, before I forget, let's go to Doomwood and once again recruit the mercenary group, the two priestesses, because they are very useful. I haven't been taking them just because I haven't needed them, because we're so strong at this point. But these are very useful mercenary groups to have. What I'm gonna do is I am going to, yeah. See, I had a feeling this was gonna happen. I'm going to situate myself in Khazdul, and then we'll go back into the main menu. We'll go into a skirmish. We'll start our farming map, and then obviously I'll skip till the end. I believe the enemy hero is always a defiler. I'm trying to get my cursor on the hero. Defilers, which are annoying but not dangerous, is how I would describe them. I guess I should I guess I should target the more dangerous units, such as the ones doing magic damage. The Naga, which I assume must have been summoned. Ooh, it looks like our shamans were the ones who took care of the hero. So good job to them. Pretty sure that's it. Not seeing anything else on the map, so you just gotta hang around, just gotta chill until the game decides that we've been on this empty map long enough. And there we go. There is our victory applause. Once again, good job, us.
You are victorious.
We are victorious, and like I said, Minotaur King, but we're not gonna take it. Like I said, we're gonna go to Khazdul, because this is where the next quest is, the Rune Lord. Anything fun in the Dark Bazaar? they're both the same crappy item, so never mind. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna exit out of here. We're gonna go into the skirmish. And we're gonna don't like ignore that message. It's just the game glitching out a little bit. We're gonna go into the black hole, and we're gonna stay as barbarians this time because they seem like the most efficient way for the enemy to get lots of troops to send at you, just because of all of the income bonuses that they get. They're not necessarily summoning extra units, but they're going through the resources that you give them so quickly that I think they are the most efficient way to get this done. I'm gonna leave this at keep level 4 because the point of this map isn't to get, you know, like exciting combat with dragons and titans. The point of it is just to get lots of kills with very little input from the player. Tough towers, tough starting towers as well, and yeah, I think we're good. They are the highest level of AI, everybody has high resources, everything else looks fine, so let's jump in. And of course there's gonna be a couple of things I gotta do at the start of the map. Once again, let's make a bit of an entryway for our enemies, because ground units can sometimes not behave like they can behave in strange ways if they've been given the order to attack something that isn't actually accessible. And you know, this ring of towers is completely enclosed, so like sometimes they'll just stand there stupidly. The other thing I have to do is, because you know, this is the other mistake I made when making this map, I didn't actually put this gold mine under my control, so I've got to convert it, but that takes, you know, just not long at all. And, you know, might as well start constructing a base of some kind. But yes, we've seen this multiple times, so there's no reason to draw it out. What we're gonna do is, also I'm gonna put my hero on stand ground mode just so he doesn't wander outside of the base. These are the things that I have on my checklist to do. Open up a space for the enemy to come in, convert this gold mine, start a base, hero on stand ground, and now we're ready to skip all the way to the end. So, alright guys, I will see you when we are ready to end this map, right? See you in a bit. Alright, I think we're mostly done. It's only the red enemy who is sending just tiny numbers of units in our direction, so I think very soon, you know what, let me raise the speed again. Very soon it's going to be time to basically call it a day on this, but before we do, I guess let's give these guys I guess a couple more minutes. Let's try and grab, you know, these guys from their base. Although, like, this really isn't an efficient way to do this. We need, you know, a sort of a system to get lots of kills, and to be able to do that without too much micromanagement and running in to grab like 4 enemies or even this number of enemies. Like, it's satisfying to do, don't get me wrong, but I don't think this is going to be a way to like actually run up our kills by any significant amount. So I think I am just gonna, like, even if they are producing more, which it doesn't look like they are, it looks like they are done. I think I'm just gonna call it. Let's see how many we got. Once again, it seems to be pretty consistent around that 8600 mark. Hang on, let me just adjust my mic slightly. So, that's decent. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. What did I say I was gonna do? I said we were gonna do the campaign mission, and we've already positioned ourselves in Khazdul. One thing... Oop, what am I doing? I went to the wrong place. We'll just take a look at what we have in these other places. Okay. The only thing we really can do is this this Khazdul mission. Nothing really in the Dark Bazaar that I'm really interested in, so let's just jump in. And if we play as the Minotaurs, it'll be insane. You'll need to fight your way there. You know what? Oh, but that's if I play as Dark Elf, it brings us down merely to average. I tell you what, let's just play this as the Minotaurs, and if it turns out to be a really short mission, like, you know, too short to be enjoyable, we'll do an extra thing. But for now, let's just do it like this. Decently large map. If we make our way through the tunnels and manage to defeat the Dark Dwarven and Orcish guards, we should be able to meet the Rune Lord. Good to know. Let's start building a base. Let's have you scout. One important thing in this map is gonna be how many active enemies there are, how many passive enemies. And I do like that we've got extra mines to start out with. It should help our economy quite a bit.
Away! For the light!
I tell you what, immediately start this other ziggurat production while our Archon does some scouting.
Away! For the light! Away!
You can have thralls being continuously produced. Well, we've got the rest of our mines pretty far away. Okay.
Away! For the light!
And here we have some of these aforementioned Orcish guards. So this is the stationary enemy.
For the light! Away! For the light! Away!
Right. Let me immediately start producing a lookout. Just there's no fog of war on this map, but it'll...
Your troops are
Whoa, what's going on? What's going on? And more importantly, what's going on here? Okay, so we have... Okay, we need to be a little bit careful. You know what, let's take out this ogre. Now, we need to take out this hellboar very quickly, because they do truckloads of magic damage. And let's see if we can quickly take out this hero. Critical burn isn't great, but it looks like we are faster than him.
hero has been destroyed.
Fantastic. I'll even take out this firebomb because they can be really annoying.
In the name of truth!
Alright. Hopefully there aren't any more active enemies. Because if we have multiple active Dark Dwarf opponents, things could get very dangerous.
Research complete.
And I can use my Archon to get some of these passageways cleared out. And this one is easy, easy, easy. Gotta keep our eyes on the action at all times. And as long as we take out these units that are capable of attacking flying enemies, we should be pretty safe. And immediately let's start doing that. Oop, I should have gotten that way earlier. By that I mean the upgrade to Ziggurat level 2. And this is another passageway cleared out. I will have my hero come forward to see what that item is. I'll have my Archon do some self-healing as well. Oh, and I think I see some more enemies here. Just a useless Chaos Blade.
Research complete.
I'll have my hero go here. There's probably gonna be more orcs in between us and the enemy. Oh yeah, we can get some extra gold from assassinations,
Buildings are
but
available.
we don't really need gold that much as the Minotaurs. We need stone first and foremost. Then eventually we'll need a lot of crystal. So assassin heroes really are best positioned as leading factions where gold is important, and the Empire definitely is one where gold is more valuable. You know, let me take both of these, even though I just got done talking about how we don't need that much gold. The only thing we really need gold for is for these vision upgrades.
No, Master, no. Don't hurt me. As you wish. To the boundaries and beyond.
It looked like a big map, but it seemed that most of it was just empty caves.
My sword is justice.
Alright, we get
New
that.
buildings are available.
And I don't know what my hero just destroyed. I guess it was one of these. And now it looks like we're coming towards the base of our enemy. Let's destroy this tower and basically steal their entire economy. And in fact, they just resigned. But I think we're gonna have to kill the stationary enemy as well. And at this point, I think we've basically won.
My faith is my shield. Godspeed.
And like, there's no point dragging it out.
My faith
Where have I sent my Archon? I've sent my Archon
to the boundaries.
somewhere useless. Guess there's no reason not to keep advancing my base. It is satisfying to do, even if you don't really need to. Alright, there is another entranceway into this cave system. This probably is where we will find our final enemies. Or is it? Okay, here are a few enemies.
Your hero is under attack.
Huh. Okay, there are more caves there. How do we get to them?
Away.
And in the meanwhile, we're just getting...
No, Master, no.
Let's get even more stone. Why not?
New buildings are available.
And
Master?
why not? Let's build an arena. Let's start building some stuff. Walk by that useless Chaos Blade. Okay, there's probably gonna be an Orcish hero somewhere here as well. Oh, there these mines that we could have picked up that I'm really not going to bother with anymore. Alright. Oh, so I guess there is no Orcish hero. Unless we like found him and killed him without realizing it, but I don't think we did.
You are victorious.
We are victorious.
Rune Lord Brax, siege master of Khazdul, was very old and very wise. These demon lords were not simple to defeat, not simple at all. Just as Bane, Lord of Death, could not be slain, and Sartek, the Lord of War, could not be defeated in battle, so it was that Gorgon, Lord of Destruction, could not be destroyed. Brax suggested that an attempt be made to trap the creature within its fortress instead. Firstly, the 3 keys to its door would need to be found to lock the Gorgon inside, and secondly, the castle would need to be buried deep within the wastes. To that end, Brax knew an arcane earthquake spell that could open the ground and swallow it up. But where were the 3 keys? Most likely the servants of Gorgon had them, but they could be anywhere in Etheria.
Okay. Bit of a cutscene there. Sorry for the flickering text. That's just a graphical glitch that has been in the game for as long as I can remember. And now that we're done with that, the next stage of our... Hang on. Sorry, oh, Realms of Death. Because Sartek has already been killed and dismembered. The next stage of our main quest will require us to go to the Realm of Famine, the Realm of Plague, and the Realm of Death. And we'll have, hopefully, an epic battle in all of those. What I'm gonna do first, though, is what to do at the end of this episode, because this has been too short of a quest. I can't just leave it at that. I need to do something else. Sure, we'll get some of that. And I think I know what I want to do. It's a thing that I don't think I've ever done before. And I'm curious to see what the result is going to be. I'll say more about it once we're done with this this map. This quick ambush that we're having to deal with. Oh, you piece of garbage. Alright. Kill this Naga. Are you gonna give me the win, or am I don't think I'm missing any enemy, because there would be like a bright red dot for any enemy unit that we had left alive. And indeed, in this one, it just takes a while. Even though it takes a while, I think it still is much quicker than that barbarian ambush, which I'm hoping that we never have to deal with ever again.
You are victorious.
I would much rather deal with this one over that one. So, what I want to do is, I want to go back to Bartonia, but I'm not going to do the joust this time. So, remember ages ago when we did the tournament, where we had to fight 5 rounds against warriors or paladins, and at the end of it, we got the champion of Bartonia campaign bonus, which gave us this very important thing, increase in attack speed. When we finished it, it gives us the option to do the tourney all over again. Now, in the past, I assumed that this was just, like, unintentional. that they just forgot to disable it, but reading the description, it does actually seem like it makes sense, because it says they regularly hold tournaments. And I guess we can think of this repeat tournament as, like, we're the champion, and this maybe is, like, the subsequent, like, it allowing you to repeat it, is meant to be you defending your championship. Except it's different because I guess you can choose if and when you want to do it. But I want to go through the tournament a second time, and I want to see, does anything actually happen? Level 15 warrior.
An enemy hero has been destroyed.
Get out of here. And yeah, another thing I remember about the tournament is that you have to wait quite a while for the game to give you the win, even though there's literally only you and the enemy. And once you kill the enemy, you know, there's nothing left. But you just gotta sit here. Or stand here, you know, like walk around. While the game, yeah, there we go. What happens if we do all 5 rounds a second time? I don't think you're gonna get anything special, but I've never tried this before. So this is what we're gonna do at the end of the episode. No, like, grinding or, you know, like jousting or stuff like that. I wanna see, like, what happens if you do this. You know what, I'm gonna do this as the Dark Elves, because it's not gonna change the difficulty of these encounters, but if we play as the Dark Elves, then subsequent battles with the Dark Elves are gonna start at a default higher difficulty.
An enemy hero has been destroyed.
And I like, in general, to play against higher difficulty opponents just because it results in more interesting battles. Alright. Yeah. It's a bit slow. But, I mean, it's also giving us a chance to kill a few heroes. We could be killing heroes more efficiently if we were jousting. But it's giving us, you know, a few. And it's also giving us some battles fought. And some battles won. So there's that as well. Number 2.
You are victorious.
We are victorious. Number 3. $25. I'm not even going to bother doing that whole
An enemy hero
thing
has been
about. Oh,
destroyed.
what was that? What was that? Lycian Crown. When you complete it, it gives you 5 times life regeneration. I mean, and the, you know, bonus of this item is pretty underwhelming as well. I'll hold on to it, but I mean, I like that we found it. You know, it was another special item that we got to show off. We'll hold on to it until we need the space for something else. How about that? How about that?
You are victorious.
We are victorious. I think this is gonna be round 4. Oh, I forgot to play as the Dark Elves. I'm an idiot. Level 30 Paladin.
An enemy hero has been destroyed.
I think he was about to land a critical hit, but we finished him off before it could register. So the way or a death blow. I think the one where they say something and then do extra damage is called a death blow. And critical hits are more like, you know, critical cleave, critical ignore armor, critical stun, that kind of thing. But yeah, I think he was about to do, like, and death blow in air quotes, right? It's just a damage that an attack that does extra damage, and not necessarily that it will kill you in one hit. But with assassins, I think a death blow would mean 1,000 damage, and most units would get killed in one hit.
You are victorious.
But with that guy, he announced that he was about to do a high damage attack, but before he could land that attack, we killed him. But now we're in the final round, and Sir Albion, was that the same name as the last time? It probably was. Sir Albion
An enemy hero has been destroyed.
did not last long. I feel kind of sad for him, if I'm being honest. But what are you gonna do? And oh, once again, I forgot to play as the Dark Elves. But I think maybe playing with them once is gonna be enough to push us into the high difficulty bracket. You know, like the same one that we have when we play as the Minotaurs and as the Empire.
You are victorious.
Let's see what happens. I don't think it's gonna give us a second instance of. Yeah, I mean, you can only get the Champion of Bartonia once, and when you finish it, you can start it all over again. So I think it's just a repeatable thing. Either it's like an oversight, like it's not supposed to happen, or it's intentional. That I'm not sure about. But yeah, okay. Playing once as the Dark Elves was enough to push us into the high difficulty bracket. And I'm getting some messages, I think. Is that, or am I imagining it? Anyway, let's not worry about that too much for now. Let me just look at my hero titles. Ooh, did we get a rank in something? Oh yeah, we got a rank in battles fought. We went from whatever the previous one was to Supreme Warlord, and it must have been when we hit the 400 mark. We also went past 80,000 enemies killed in the off-screen grinding session that I did, even though it didn't put us into another rank, because I think 100,000 is going to be the next rank. 622 heroes killed. One thing I'm curious about is will 300 battles won give us the next rank? So let's just maybe, what is the quickest kind of battle that we can win? And I think the quickest one is going to be killing griffins, because it happens very quickly and then you win instantly at the end of it. So let's try and kill griffins 8 times and push ourselves to 300, and let's see if that does anything at all for us.
You are victorious.
I guess you could have a quicker way to win an individual map if you created a custom map where the only things on it were your hero and like one peasant, and then as soon as you kill the peasant you win. But I don't think that would be as quick as this, because you'd have to access it via the skirmish, and then every time you wanted to do it again you'd have to go through the skirmish menu again. That would slow it down compared to this, where all we have to do is travel back and forth, and then it'll automatically put us
You are victorious.
in this very short battle. So we've done it twice. I think we gotta do it 6 more times. And it seems like we're getting lucky. In the past I would have called it unlucky, getting these ambush encounters over and over again, but in this case, I am treating it as a desirable thing, because it's gonna give us an easy way to get a battle that we can win easily. We can enter and leave battles instantly, and that'll be one extra battle fought, but it won't give us the victory. So that's gonna be... Oh, don't want to train griffins, I just want to go back and forth. Come on, there we go. And yeah, the only thing that'll slow it down is the fact that sometimes there won't be any griffins. I guess by the time we're done, who knows? Maybe the griffins are even gonna be extinct. Who knows? I know it doesn't work that way, but you know, try and immerse ourselves a little bit. So I think we have to do 4 more after this one. Are victorious. So you gotta do 4 more. 3 more after this. It's not gonna take long at all. Don't even worry about it. I mean, it is repetitive, I will give you that. It won't take long, but it is repetitive. So we're going to do 3 more after this.
You are victorious.
Alright. And it doesn't take long to get the encounter, so at least that's good. It's very much like walking through the tall grass in Pokemon. Except, unlike Pokemon, in this world, things actually do die. Aerial units don't leave behind bodies the way ground units do, but there's plenty of blood on the ground from these griffins that we've slaughtered. So we've got 2 left to do, I do believe. Oh, easy. Come on. There we go. And then 1 more after this, and then we can check in on our titles. And even if we don't jump into another, or you know, what would be the final title for Battles 1, at least we'll have brought ourselves closer to whatever that final count is. Lovely.
You are victorious.
We are victorious. So the final one coming up. There we go. And I think there are 8 griffins on the top and the bottom each, so maybe 16 total. We can see how many there are by looking at the statistics at the end. So it's giving us a trivial amount of kills as well. For whatever that is worth, and the answer is not very much. Because we still need hundreds of thousands. Alright. 14. So 7 each on the top and the bottom. And let's settle down back in Bartonia. Hang on, we've been over 10,000 crowns before. I was like, is this the maximum? I don't think it is. I think hang on. I was gonna say I'm gonna sell the set item that we found to see that if it puts us over 10,000, but let's not be that obsessive about it. We'll find out next episode when we do our start of episode Joust. For now, we did hit 300, but we didn't hit the next rank. So maybe it's 350, maybe it's 400. And we'll find that out, when we get to it. For now, I think it is time to call this episode to a close. What did we accomplish? Well, we started off with a warm-up joust. Then we did some off-screen kill grinding. Then we went over to Khazdul and advanced the main quest. And now, to advance the main quest again, we're gonna have... Excuse me. We're gonna have to go to the Realms of Death, the Realms of War, the Realms of Plague. Sorry, not the Realms of War. This has nothing in it other than recruiting a Minotaur King. Realms of Death, Realms of Famine, Realms of Plague. And we're gonna have to find 3 keys, and these 3 keys are gonna be... Oh, I keep clicking the wrong thing. These keys are gonna be the final campaign items. They're not gonna give us any bonuses. They will merely give us a way to eventually end the campaign. But yes, so that was one thing we did. We advanced the main quest. We also unexpectedly advanced this. Not unexpected because I didn't think this would be the threshold, but because I just wasn't paying attention. I didn't realize that we were that close to 400. But nevertheless, we went past it, and even a little bit more, because while we were grinding battles won, obviously by necessity, each battle we won would also be an extra battle we fought. And that took us from rank 73, which I believe was Dragon, to rank 74, which is Titan. You can see these these overall titles are getting more and more serious. Like, they start off as units from the game, and we're still into game units, although, like, Titan isn't a specific unit. Titan could be any one of several units, depending on which Titan it is. But we're going, like, the titles are becoming more and more, grandiose, let's say. And I think the term grandiose suggests that maybe we don't deserve it, because I rarely, if ever, see that term used in a positive sense. And true. Maybe it would be arrogant to say that we are a Titan, but nonetheless, that's the title that somebody has given us, so let's just be politely gracious about that. But anyway, I've been rambling on long enough, I think. So let's just call it good. Let's call an end to this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a fairly relaxed one, and I think it's gonna be like this from here on out. But yes, actually, let's decide what we want to do next episode. I think next episode, do I want to immediately go for the Realms of Death, or do I want to maybe try something else? Like, do I want to maybe try to max out heroes killed? You know what, I'll decide that in between episodes, and I'll let you know. You'll know by the time next episode starts, obviously. You'll know by the time next episode starts what I'm gonna do, because I'll have already done it. But yes, we'll figure that out in between now and the next episode. So yes, thank you for watching, hope you had a good time, and I hope you'll join me for the next episode as well. And until then, take care.